In Brookhaven, for those who don't know, there are several jobs in the game. Here on the right, you can see all the jobs available in the city. But today, I want to test with you several secret jobs. I want to test jobs that few people use to see how that's going to be. Now you can see that the entire city is being built, and all of this is thanks to this player right here. So I'm coming here to be a builder and simply help him, because I want to see if he will accept me, because this will be very important for me, and also for him. But now he's staring at me, and it looks like he really accepted me. He said, just wear the right outfit and let's start the job. Okay, this is really good. I've just been accepted into my very first job ever. But guys, there's a player coming here too, and I actually know this player, and he's my friend. It even looks like he also came here to ask for a job. He said, I can work too. I'm really good at this. Look, I don't think he's very good, but I hope he gets accepted because he's my friend. But it looks like the player accepted him, and he's really happy. He even gave me this box, and for that I'm coming here to change my Roblox avatar. My friend also arrived here too. And now I just handed over this box to him because we both have to change our avatars. Now I look like this, and I'm really ready to do this. But my friend also looks like this, and he's simply ready to start. But I don't know why he has a beard, and it looks like my friend changed a lot over time. But now, both of us are coming up front because I want to see what we're supposed to start doing. So much so that he came here to talk to us. He said, do whatever you think is going to help me. But I didn't understand what he meant. Now he's digging here, and what he said was really weird. He said, let's do what he asked. Okay, let's do this. Now it looks like my friend is climbing up here, and I don't know why he's coming here, but now he's inside a place where he shouldn't be. I'm going to climb up here too, because I have to tell him that we have other jobs to do. I said, let's go down. I already know what to do to help, and I had a genius idea. We're just going to copy everything this player is doing, because maybe that will help us be useful in Roblox. So now I'm digging here, and all of us are doing it, because this is going to be really important. We have to finish this house, and we also have to build this other house, and lastly these other two houses. In other words, this is a really hard job, and it's only the first job I'm doing. Now some time has passed, and we finally upgraded this Roblox house. You can see that we're all building a different house, and the house is starting to look perfect. But I'm coming here to talk to him because I want to see how long it's going to take, especially since we've already been here for a long time. I said, is it going to take long? My hand hurts, and I'm a little lazy to do this. He said, it won't take long. It's just going to last a few days. Look, but a few days is a long time. That's really more time than I expected, and I thought this would be fast, but it looks like it's not. Now a lot of time has passed, and we're finally building the last house. My friend isn't tired, and this player isn't tired either. I'm simply the only normal human who got tired after all this. But now he's coming right here, and I think he has something to say. He said, how am I going to get tired if this is a game? And that actually makes sense, but I'm digging this again. And he even came right here and said, look on the bright side. We built several new jobs. And guys, what he said is true. We built several new jobs, and you can see that we have here very different houses that people will be able to work in. So we're really doing a good deed. But now, we finally finished this, and my friend has nothing to do, and he's even cleaning the floor. And meanwhile I'm finishing building this wall, and this builder is doing it too. And we made a military base for Brookhaven military training. But I think I finally finished this. He even stood up here and said, great job, now go get your payment. And guys, I don't know how much I'm going to get, especially because I worked without thinking about money. So much so that my friend came here because he wants to see how much money I'm going to get. And apparently it's a lot of money. He said, this is mine. But it looks like I'm not going to get all that money. And actually I'm only going to get this. This is simply too little, and it's not fair that I'm getting so little. He handed me the money, and for those who don't know, that's literally $3. Even my friend is looking at it, and it looks like he ended up getting scared. He said, 3 is too little. We deserve 4. Look, actually we deserved way more, because we did all of this. And it looks like this player left. He really just left like he wasn't even wrong. But now, I took my disappointment and became a soldier. Now I'm part of the military base, and I'm really working on a very important mission, and it's also a secret mission in the game. The boss is even sleeping here, and I don't know if I should wake up before him. Now he finally woke up and said, you didn't wake up before me, so you lost points. And guys, this is the most unfair thing that ever happened. Now he went to the bathroom, and I actually woke up before him, and this job is really hard because I have to follow several rules that I don't even know. But now I'm coming in here because I also have to take a shower. So I'm taking a shower here, and this is really important. Now I'm coming here to wash my hands. But in this military base, it's just the two of us because everyone else who tried to come here gave up because it's really hard. But he's coming up here, and it looks like he's calling me over. Okay, I'm coming outside, and it looks like now we'll have to go to an important place. He said, first let's breathe the clean mountain air. I learned this from my father. And guys, I thought this was military training. I didn't know I was going to have to do the things he wanted. But I want to become a soldier, and I don't want to be like him. But it looks like he doesn't care about my opinion. So unfortunately, I'll have to follow him, and I really have to obey all of this. You can even see that there's a lot of fog, and you really can't see anything. So I don't know why he's coming up here on the mountain if he won't be able to see anything. Now we're getting up here, and he's climbing up. But guys, for some reason on top of the mountain there's no fog, and that's something I just discovered. I had no idea that happened. He said, I learned this from a friend who's 2 200 years old. Look, but that's impossible to be true. I think he saw that on the internet, because there's no way you can live 200 years in real life, or in Brookhaven either. But now he's observing all of this, and the city really is very beautiful. He even started doing the training, and it looks like I'm going to have to do it too. So now I'm doing the military training because it's going to be really important. This training is important, but I don't know how long I'll have to do it. Guys, now it's already getting dark and night is falling. But I got tired of doing this, and I'm not going to keep exercising because this is just too much. Now it looks like he finally stopped, and he said, "You're weak. Look, actually, I think you're the crazy one." So now he's going back there, back to this car, and we're arriving in front of our house. This player is really weird. We arrive here, and I'm going straight to the kitchen because I'm really hungry. So I'm eating ice cream, but the soldier is coming over here, and he said, "You can't eat sweets, you're fired." But guys, this can't be true. I hope he's joking, because that doesn't make sense. We spent the whole afternoon training on the mountain, so I deserve a little dessert. But he came back here again, and apparently he disagreed. So I'm getting this food, which looks healthier, and he disagreed again. He said, "You're fired. I want you to leave." Look, I can't leave, because that doesn't make any sense. But he's aiming that item, and I really have to leave now, because this player is getting really weird. So I'm leaving the military base, and I was simply fired. And this player is really very weird. I just lost 2 jobs that I was doing really well at. Now, for those who don't know, I became an astronaut, and you can see we have this rocket, and it's going to fly into space. There's also this moon car, but I'm coming over here to see what the player needs, because I work for him, and apparently he was waiting for me. He said, "I need you to buy candy for me. It's important for going to space." But guys, I don't know why candy is important for him to do this mission, but I'm coming back here to basically do everything he asked, because this player is a good person. The others treated me really badly. He really is a good person, and so far he hasn't done anything bad. So now I'll have to go down here to do everything he asked, and I'm going to use his car, even though I shouldn't, because it might get stopped by the police, and they could impound this car, because it's not supposed to be on the streets. But now I'm coming over here, and this car is really weird, and it's a car I shouldn't be driving. There's even a police officer right in front, and I don't think he's very happy with the car I have. I'm finally arriving up here, and I'm going to park the car here, but the police officer stopped over there, and it looks like he's coming back now. This is really bad. He knows something is wrong here, and he's watching me to see what I'm doing, and actually he's coming up front. Look, I'm not afraid of him, and if he comes to take this player's car, I'm going to run away from him. This car can't be taken, because it's going to be important for going to space. So I'm coming here to buy the candy, but I don't know what kind of candy my boss likes, and actually there aren't many candies here. So I'm going to get an ice cream. Perfect! I'm picking it up here, and for some reason the police officer is coming too. But I have to leave here before it's too late. Now I'm going to grab this food too, and he's coming after me. So I'm going to pay for the groceries, because I can't leave here without paying. He's even watching me. He said, "Let me see the car's papers." Look, this car doesn't have any papers, so I'm going to run out of here, get in the car, and just get out. But the police officer is chasing me, and that's terrible. I'm coming to this house, and I'm going to hide back here to keep him from seeing me in Roblox. Now he's finally passing by up front, and everything worked out. I managed to lose the police officer, and now I'm finally going to deliver the groceries to my boss. But my boss is an astronaut, and he's finally going to be able to take off. Perfect! I'm arriving here. I just opened this door, and it looks like he's in this area training to be an astronaut, and that's really important. I handed him the food, and you can see that he approved it. It's even good that he liked it, and it means that for the first time, I'm doing well at my job. He said, "I'm going to fly to space today. Get ready for takeoff." Look, but I don't want to go with him, because I'm a little scared, and I also want to try other jobs in Brookhaven, because so far I've only worked in 3 jobs, but I want to try many, and apparently he agreed. But now he's sitting here, and the countdown has finally started, so I have to get out of here. I'm even coming up here like this, because this is going to be really important, but it looks like it didn't start, and for some reason it's not flying, because the police officer is up front, and he's pressing that button, so my boss had to come down here. Guys, this is really bad. He couldn't fly because of the police officer. He said, "I'm looking for a player with purple hair. Have you seen him?" And I think the right thing to do is turn myself and so the player can take off in this Roblox rocket. So unfortunately I'm going to have to go down here to basically turn myself in. I'm coming up front, and this is something I didn't want to do, especially because I'm going to get arrested. He said, "You're under arrest," and it looks like I'm being arrested just because I drove badly. Now even the astronaut got scared. But this is really bad. I'm being arrested unfairly just because I was driving too fast and it was an emergency. But guys, this is my next job. I'm basically a prisoner, and I'm going to be transferred to a maximum security prison. And this is really bad because this wasn't supposed to be my job. After becoming an astronaut, I was supposed to become a scientist, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Now the police officer is coming here because I'm going to be transferred to another prison, and this is really sad. I have to come up front and basically be taken to another prison, which will be a more secure one. So much so that I'm going to get in here, and I'm sitting in this seat, and this is the saddest job of all. It's basically a job where I'm going to be a prisoner, and I don't even know if this counts as a job. He said, "It's not. You just broke the law." And that's actually true. Now I'm being taken up front, and for some reason there's a van coming here, but this van is really strange because it stopped up ahead so the bus can't pass. And that's actually my friend holding that item. He said, "Let my friend go now." And it looks like I'm finally going to be freed. The police officer is holding that item, and he finally let me go. Now I got in the back, and my friend will have to drive this and just escape here in Roblox. But I'm being taken away, and luckily everything worked out. My friend saved me. Now I'm being taken to this area. He said, "You're really going to work in the last job." And guys, this is really good. I'm being taken to become a scientist for the first time in my life. He even arrived right here, and now I'm going to become a scientist. But this isn't as good as it seems. I became a test subject for the scientist in Roblox. Now he came down here to do another experiment, and this time he changed my character's color. I don't know why he's doing these tests. Now again he changed my character's color. I'm red. I don't know what kind of test this is. He said, "It's all for the sake of science," but I think he's going too far. I want to see what he's going to do this time. Now lightning appeared here, and this is really weird. But suddenly I became the strongest person ever. Look, I'm thankful because I really like this, and I don't want to go back to normal. He said, "Come here, you have to go back to normal." But guys, I don't want to go back to normal, and I'm super strong. I'm just really cool right now. He said, "That's harmful." Okay, I'm coming over here, and unfortunately I'm going to have to go back to normal. And again those lightning bolts appeared, and I lost all the strength I had gained, and now I'm weak again. Now he sat down here, and I'm going to take the chance to get out of here, because being a scientist really isn't going so well. He said, "Wait, are you quitting?" Yes, that's really what I'm doing. I'm quitting because I don't want to work here anymore, and it's not worth it to work for the scientist. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the Become a Member button, and I'll add you on Roblox.